back your homes, or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
I lie awake all night, staring at the canopy, thinking about how they died.
I could get you Essence of Nightshade to help you sleep.
Do you know what they did to my brother? How they sewed his direwolf's head onto his body. And my mother. They say they cut her throat to the bone and threw her body in the river.
What happened to your family was a terrible crime. I didn't know your brother. He seemed like a good man, but I didn't know him. Your mother, on the other hand, I admired her. She was a strong woman. And she was fierce when it came to protecting her children.
Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about an interesting character from A Song of Ice and Fire. The character is known as Lady Stoneheart. If you are not caught up with the books, you may want to stay away from this video. Otherwise, if you are familiar with the character, this video may help explain the history of Lady Stoneheart, as well as her plot and overall purpose in the story. Anyway, let's get into it. At the Red Wedding, Robb Stark and his mother Catelyn Stark were murdered by the Freys and Boltons. Lady Stark's neck was cut, and after a day and a night, her body was stripped naked and tossed into the Green Fork. 3 days after her death, Nymeria, Arya's direwolf that was sent away for biting Joffrey, finds Catelyn's milky white body. However, after hearing humans nearby, the wolf ran away. Lord Beric Dondarrion of the Brotherhood Without Banners came upon the rotting corpse and gave her life through a ritual called the Last Kiss, trading his life for hers. Catelyn became alive again, but not in the same way as she was before. Her body had deteriorated in the water quite a bit, and because of the wound on her neck, she was unable to speak. From this point on in the story, not many people referred to her as Catelyn. Those who spoke of the woman called her Lady Stoneheart. She took command of the Brotherhood Without Banners and decided to seek out those who she believed aligned themselves with the Lannisters and betrayed the Stark family. As we leave her character in A Storm of Swords, Lady Stoneheart finds Petyr and Meryn Frey at Oldstones. In A Feast for Crows, we learn that people in the Riverlands are speaking of a cloaked and hooded woman around the area. And then Lady Stoneheart finds Brienne of Tarth and her group while leading the Brotherhood around. The dead woman sees Brienne's sword, Oathkeeper, and deems it a sign of loyalty to the Lannisters, as well as a traitor to Catelyn. Lady Stoneheart commands that the group is hanged, and just as Brienne and Podrick are about to die, Brienne shouts a word. And that's it. That's the last we know of Lady Stoneheart. We are still waiting to find out what exactly happened, and hopefully with the eventual release of the Winds of Winter, we can figure out what's next for the once dead Catelyn Stark. Since the show has traveled past the books in terms of the timeline, we don't really know what the overall purpose is for her in the story. Even though the character has been so far omitted from the show, I wonder if there's any possible connection between all of these once dead, now alive characters. Like, for example, there's Lady Stoneheart, there's Jon Snow, there's Beric Dondarrion, but you know what I mean. Resurrection takes place often in Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire. 1 second, the Night King is resurrecting dozens of corpses at one time, and then Melisandre is doing it, as well as Thoros of Myr and Beric Dondarrion. Oh, and Qyburn basically rebuilt the mountain. I feel like all of these once dead, now alive characters might be subject to manipulation by the Night King if the time ever comes when the White Walkers are south of the Wall. Do you think these characters will have an advantage or disadvantage in the Great War? That's what I would like to know. Anyway, that's going to do it for this short video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, have a great day, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.